Hey everybody, it is me, 3D, and this is Define Thy, where we define thy path of our character. Now, before we go adding on to new little things onto this laptop from the games we're going to play, I want to thank soloPAW for sponsoring today's episode, as well as Bitcoin Live DB Network. Now, if you haven't heard of soloPAW, well, they're like a little black book that's made from stone paper. So they are going to be fade resistant, tear resistant, and water resistant, so you know the info and secrets you store in your little soloPAW will last and survive whatever you throw at it. I personally have a soloPAW, and I use it for my website, info, email, general contacts, passwords, crypto keys, among other things I want to keep offline and off my computer. So these little black books are pocket-sized and ready to be by your side regardless of the adventure you have in real life or online. Now use the code on your screen, BitcoinLive20, to get 20% off your purchase today of the soloPAW's website, because yes, they are available all over the place like Walmart and other things. But using the QR will take you to the website where you can use Bitcoin Live 20 to get 20% off today. Now, throughout today's episode, you're going to see this special little pop-up come in, and we're actually going to transfer the entire thing down there. So that way, while you're watching, don't be afraid to go ahead and scan the QR and shop while I play. And remember, use Bitcoin Live 20 to get 20% off today.
Welcome everybody. Welcome. Give me a couple minutes to get everything situated and we'll get going. Okay, then this should make me louder, but unfortunately it might make this other thing louder. So we're just gonna have to see which one happens. Alright. Okay. Yeah, that's loud as fuck, man. Loud as fuck. Yeah, I can turn that down a little more. Okay. So, hold on a second. Alright, okay. I am here, right? Damn. Please tell me that volume can go. That volume can go up. That volume can go up. Alright, that's a bit better. Let me see. Do these things still work? Let me see. Oh, yeah, okay. So we're gonna play again. We're gonna Megabonking up. We're just playing. We're doing the Megabonk thing. We're doing the thing. So, yeah, we're just gonna play some stuff with some peoples and attempt to have fun at it. Hope you guys enjoy it. You guys come along and get it going. Yeah, might need to activate that. I might need to click that button, this button. Now I can see chat. Okay, so we got chat up, so I can view your. If you basically anywhere you're watching this, you should be able to chat to the chat room, little thing, and it should pop up on screen. So we're gonna yeah. Let's just see if we can make top 10%, I guess. I don't know. Whoa, is that how loud it is? Sorry, I guess the last time I was playing, I had turned the music and stuff really low on here. Yeah, sounds alright. Okay. Alright. I haven't played in like a week. I have been just working on I don't know, it's a half for fun and just it's still part of the process I've been going through to like find out like what's the fastest route to learn a programming language and what's the fastest route to get an actual application made. Do you use is it faster through AI or is it faster to do it yourself? Because one of the things we did was like we looked at like, oh, what's the cost? What's the cost value? And it for the first 5 years it's almost exactly the same. And that's the creepy thing. It's like it isn't the same, but averaged out over the span of 5 years, it is nearly the same. And that was what was creepy. And that was with going to like boot camps, code boot camps, stuff like that. You know, I think probably the most common way for people to learn programming language today, besides like just like an online course. And then, so I've been doing part of the online course. I haven't actually like fully started it, so I've just been kind of fucking around. I really need to get started. So, accidentally, I just came across someone who was like in a similar pinch, and they suggested something. And so I think it's gonna be pretty. I don't know. If anything, it's going to be worth the try, and I think that's what's important. So, right now, this round, I'm not trying to do anything specific. I'm just trying not to die. So, one of the one of the biggest problems with this game is I die a lot. It's just like Zomboid, but worse. Somehow I live long on Zomboid most times. So. But we've been working on a program, so it's just like a map maker. So now I'm working on a part where we build worlds, so making maps, take those maps to the world. So we're working on that. So I haven't been playing games or anything. I've just been basically doing code. But it is what I like to do. I've been having a lot of fun. I mean, at the same time, screaming and yelling at the stupid guy that doesn't do what you want and all this other stuff. Let's get the gems. But the other opportunity or whatever is sit face into a book, or an online course or something. Let's go check that out. Okay. So but we did get basically one program actually completed. I think this is like the first and only program I've ever gotten AI to complete. Head this from scratch all the way to the end. And if you got on it, you'd probably be like, well, Douglas, it's not actually done. You don't have the main menu. Yeah, you're right, I don't have a main menu. So, because it's basically 3 programs that we're going to be running in correlation with each other. So they don't actually run, you can run them all at the same time, you don't have to. So it's basically when you run the system, it's basically, instead of it having all the functions and everything for all the programs, whatever, it's basically able to park, and entire set of the program. So, like right now, I've just been going from program A to program B, program C. Wow, it picks that up, picks me up, brushing off my lap desk for my mouse, but it does not pick me up. But yeah. So I gotta make the other program. So the actual main program is going to be the game engine. So the ideal here is that the game engine will have precedence over it because it's the main program, right? And if it's going to be activating other programs and switching your viewpoint or whatever to the other one based on what you're doing, well, I just thought it would be better to, well, let's make the map maker program. It's going to be its own program or whatever. First off, that's really good. But secondly, having it as its own program, the first thing I can start building maps, right? I'm gonna die. I hate these things. Man, these little fuckers right here, and there's a couple other creatures that, if they come into your map too early, you're just dead. Like, you saw that. Like, they just kept throwing me all over the map. I couldn't do anything. Fucking hate them. That's what makes the game hard. It's what makes the game fun. Sure. Sure. Absolutely. Is that a silver vase? Why are there... Is that a silver vase? Why are there silver vases? I thought I turned off silver vases. I don't know. Every time this game updates, it seems to reset some of my settings. Why is it not showing it? Okay. Yeah, it is resetting settings. I don't need the silver box.
Every summer you made my heart race. Every little moment time couldn't replace. Dancing through dreamscapes, collecting sweet charms. But now I'm lost in the tones of your alarm. Every cutscene feels like a thread, tugging at the seams of all left unsaid. Can you hear the echoes calling through the night? It's us on the edge of our fading light.
I don't know, but like, I don't know. So the program I'm making or whatever, and right now this program was just using AI to basically build the program. And I mean, the ideal when I first was gonna do it or whatever, or the first thing I first had made really was like a really simple pixel render. So it's just like infinite run pixel render. And I had some stupid ideals where I was like, yeah, I want to put glimmer back in. So like in this game, you know, I like got the chest and you get to this part and it actually picks something. I like that. So I was like, well, let's bring back the glimmer. Let's just make it like all pickups of all kinds, just colors of glimmer. And then based on what that pickup actually is, we change the color, right? So like items might be white, health might be red, or you know, something similar. I don't know. I'm just throwing off the top of my head. I don't really disclose playing that active. But anyways, so it's just like something like that. And the ideal behind it was, well, I have a game on my flipper I actually enjoy playing, and it's an infinite liminal backrooms game. It's not really backroomsy, and it's a pixel system. So your character is a pixel shape, and then as you grow in level, your character physically grows. And so in the flipper, the reason why that is, it makes it easier for you to get hit by the enemies. In this version, it's going to be kind of like, I want to try to make it a gimmick where you would be using your size to solve problems or reach new spots, or like gaining level, gaining size would, you know, equivalent to having more access to things. Yeah, because it's just like, I I like to play games that kind of like this, where you know your progress or whatever, it's not directly linear, right? You have here, for example, we have character progress for each one of the characters we play. Then we have individualized progress, which is us playing the game, getting the progress sections, getting the achievements, the rewards for those achievements. And then we have like individual level progress, where we're going through each and every one of these levels and stages with their own progress, blah 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 blah. So I really been doing these games more, and so my idea was like, okay, an infinite running game that basically, you know, just turn on, do a bunch of stuff, and like the graphics probably matter less than gameplay. But then again, if you don't have a whole lot of graphics, you're gonna have to have a whole lot of gameplay functions, which we do. But you're gonna have to have some gimmicks, and I have to have something, right? So one of the things that I'm trying to figure out is, because we're using a pixelization system, pixelate, blah blah blah. I want a free-flowing viewpoint. So, for example, in this game, we're playing third-person viewpoint, right? It's above the shoulder, like a helicopter view. Well, in this game, you'd be able to switch that viewpoint on the fly. Like, you'd be able to just, like, while, you know, like, go into settings and say, oh, okay, I want a different, you know, I want to go from side scroller to isometric. That's what the game system should be able to handle. Alright, we're gonna play with Athena. I love playing with this character. I don't play with her all lines, all like, got other ones that are over 100 or whatever. But, oh, it just hit me. It just hit me while all my settings and everything is reset. I had to reinstall Steam. I forgot all about that. Steam is the culprit this time. I apologize, Megabonk. And Megabonk, the guy, the person who makes it, whatever, team or whoever, or whatever, they do a really good job. I'll admit, they've released a lot of updates, which actually has slowed down the, you know, the frame rate for me and stuff like that. The actual gameplay is, for me, not as good, just simply because I don't have a good computer, so it's got more to handle, right? But the game itself makes up for it. You know, it's that good of a game where the gameplay literally makes up for the fact that, you know, sometimes I'm getting 12 frames per second, things like that. And I think that's important. That shows you the fun aspect of the game. Even when I'm sitting here and I'm dying constantly and I'm like, oh, I'm not really having fun, I'm still kind of having some fun. Let's just get lifesteal. We're gonna be like on top of people today, right? So and I've thought about stuff like skipping the chest animations, but then you can't banish anything if you do that. It's like, yeah, now what are you guys doing? You guys might be throwing me all over the place, but you're not killing me so quickly. Mother, mother, mother. I'm not doing very good. I'm not really. Let's get in. Let's play a real round. Let's get into it. Let's do this. Yeah, let's get a sword. I need a sniper rifle. Don't you guys think so too? Who, you know, no, yeah, I need a sniper rifle. And let's get that blood stuff while we're at it. Yeah, get some triple life steal. Down we go. Those people just landed on me. Uh-oh, I made it more difficult. Get him! Why is that golem trying to step on him? Broseph. Come on, get it. Having that button misclicks and stuff. Get that cooldown. Let's go back then. Let's go back then. Wait. Okay. What's up, guys? What's up? What do you got for me? Yeah, let's do that. Immediately take. Yeah. Hey. I know that guy. He stepped on me. That very quickly the frame rate gets weird, right? So and I had just recently got a new controller. Now I am running on I think hybrid mode. So I'm running both sets of graphic sets. So I got Master Graphics, got an integrated GPU to run both. And but I don't have like power control, like voltage or voltage or anything like that. I don't have frequency control. I don't have frame, any of that. All I can do is change the state in which the graphics, the system, the operating system is able to use. So I'm actually able to use the full GPU. When I say full, I'm like, previously we were relying on programs to be able to access it. So now we can actually tell the operating system that we're using. Or it can switch, like I said, hybrid mode where it uses both. And then straight up no GPU. We can actually turn off the GPU. No, I really want I want a sniper rifle. Someone give me a sniper rifle. Or I should probably get the shotgun, actually. I think if I was to get the shotgun, it'd probably be a little bit, like, more beneficial because I'm doing more close range stuff right now. But I want that sniper rifle. It's like a tank. So that's the thing, like, when you use the bush guy, your sniper rifle is, like, automatically dumped. Or, lowered. Dumped is the wrong word. I think kids use nerf. Yeah, it's been nerfed. So when you're not him, getting it immediately makes it better. Just immediately really good. Go. Alright. Alright. Heal me, baby. Hoping we don't lose our med pack doing this, but nice. Didn't lose anything I didn't mind to lose. Except I might die. That I might lose. Okay. Ugh. Let's use that bounce. And come on. Thank you. There it is. Alright, now I just need to get armor. The armor tome, and we'll go where we're going. Seriously, am I running around in circles again? Let me see. Up here. Up and left. How much longer do I have? Not too much. Let's go. I basically haven't been able to get one of these. And I keep skipping a bunch of the heads too. I see him and I don't go for him. We got the book, bro. We just got the book. Let's get me a chance for those kills. I don't think I've seen the armor tome. I only seen it once. There it is there. So if I had saw it before, and I saw the picture, I'm like, I think I did see it once, but I skipped it or grabbed something else. I need to run back over there. See, I want that stupid head. I'm torn right now. I want the projectile speed, but I want the jump. What would you go for? Considering the situation. Let's jump. I mean, there's no telling what's gonna happen because we just did over time. Get that look. See what happens. Oof. Go. Yeah, why not pick it up? Yeah, why not extra time? Yeah, why not? I'm trying not to think about the fact that I'm about to get pummeled by these. Got stuck on a tree. Alright, yep, those are the things I was talking about. It's gonna pummel. Yeah, I know. I don't make a difference right now. It may make a difference later if I can survive. What up, Ninja? Power Ninja! It is, and we're about to change up. Alright, so we're trying to get within the top 10%. It's harder than it seems. But hopefully you're not hanging on the side of a building while you're watching this. So I know what is. That's right, it's probably a weekend. I was like, I know some crazy people might just do something like that. Alright. Okay. Let's get some guns. The gun on top, the gun on top, on top the gun. Let's get this, and let's go like full on weapons. Okay. But yeah, Broseph, Ninja, Tower Ninja, how you doing, Broseph? I saw your video. Yeah, yesterday, and you're just sitting there hanging on the side of the building, wig, like chilling out or whatever. And I was like, man, that is so fucking crazy, dude. I really like, not too long ago, I was volunteering. I was helping some people out, and they had me getting a cherry picker and go like 20 something feet in the air, and I had to put metal siding and do flashing on a castle. It was like a prop castle, but someone actually lives in the castle, so it was cool. Oh, I'm glad to see that you're doing great, bro. So heck yeah, good. But yeah, see, I'm not a heights person. That was my first time being 20 something feet up in the air, other than like rappelling or something. So I can only imagine how you do yours, man. Oh man, so sorry. Well, at least you're in here. We got music playing. We got visuals on the screen. We might actually get some gameplay. I did have a little bit of fun on there at one point. Yeah. Especially when you're like playing with it, moving yourself around and stuff. Yeah, why not? Projectile range. Alright, come on, grab it. Get a key. Cool. Crit damage. got a lot of bees on it. Now if I can get some legendary stuffs. Alright, alright. You can see this guy because he got that projectile bounce. Gets very good very quickly. That's crazy, right? Only about 2% of people aren't afraid of heights. It's almost like there's a natural reason why. Falling. Oh no, that's right. It's the sudden stop. I always forget that part. It's the sudden stop that kills you, not the actual fall. But it's a great statistic, and you're basically fighting against that. That's cool. That's actually really cool. They say what, do something that scares you every day, right? And I can't even do, okay, so, I'm gonna say that comment out loud, because I keep forgetting that. Yeah, sure, we have the thing, but there are people that just listen. So he said, Tower Ninja said, basically, they admire the crazy shit I do with coding, and they try to call me computer genius. I wish I was computer genius. I used to be good with computers. The computers nowadays, I struggle and I fumble over. But I can't even do half the stuff I try to do with coding. I guess my ambitions is much greater than my skill, but I really do appreciate it, bro. So like, I've been doing the coding stuff since I was 14. I think, well, yeah, I started my 14th birthday because I didn't actually celebrate birthday, so like I got anything for a birthday besides like, you know, just a thing, happy birthday or whatever. People was something, but I remember when I was 13, I told my parents, because they weren't married, told both of them individually, oh yeah, I want to learn how to code. My uncle coded, and I didn't really know anything about it. I just wanted to learn how to make a game. That was it. Simple as that. And when I turned 14, my mom got me it was a book. It said Coding for Dummies, and she said she got it because it said on the book software included. And I was like, holy shit, software in a book, what the fuck, that's cool. So let me think for a second. I want to get yeah, let's get lifestyle. So I was thinking for a second what kind of stuff I wanted to get for this character, for this build. But yeah, so that's what I started with. I started with like Python and Perl, and I hate Python. That's what I'm trying to learn right now. But then I did C++ for a long time, and just went at it. Yeah, damn, dude. So I went to school for web design. I'm trying to remember the other thing I technically went to school for, but they didn't. I guess, yeah. I went to school for something else too, but it didn't make a difference. In high school, I did C++. But the networking thing, it's one of the things I love. I always look at the networking thing and I'm like, oh yeah, I think I did it in high school. My C++ teacher helped me and let me, taught me and helped me do the inbound school server system, and it was an intranet. And I'm really good with intranets because of him. But the second we start doing like outbound servers or any kind of cross interconnectivity, I just struggle with these. Problem. So the great thing about tech is every little thing about it is its own unique something. You know, like for example, my specialty is database handling. I'm really good at just handling data and finding new ways to manipulate the data. So that's why it always seems like I'm really like a smart person. I'm really not. I'm actually like I got a low GPA. I had lower than a 50 IQ until after the 8th grade. I couldn't even actually like I could read a book, but I couldn't tell you what was in the book until after that. Like I was dyslexic and stuff. So the stuff I do makes it seem like I'm really smart, but I'm not. I'm just like creative. I'm creatively finding solutions for things that other people thought you just couldn't do. Like, I remember in high school, I had a teacher. Well, it was actually my coding teacher. I had asked them about an ideal of something, which was like, I was like, I want to be in this room, but be able to see what's going on a computer in another room in the building. And he was like, theoretically, it's possible, blah, 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 but you'd have to put something in the computer. And I was like, no, there should be a way to just, like, look at the traffic. And he's like, I mean, like, not without capturing it. I'm like, no, there should be a way. Like, I just kept thinking, something like that. And then I had one time asked them, like, so basically the traffic thing ended up being a truthful thing. So basically, me and some other kids in the school, they were actually a lot smarter than me. And I told them the ideal and told them, I was like, there should be a way to have something running on a computer that can just watch the traffic. And one of them figured out that there's like an inner messenger system on lower Windows systems. So like Windows 95, 98, XP, NT, a lot of the server ones, they have this messaging system that's interconnected to all of them. Okay, they're all basically interconnectable naturally through their own programming. So he figured out that you could basically alter that code, and or basically what we were doing was putting a plug-in on it with another code with C++. And so you would run the messenger, you would run the plugin, and then basically it would show you packet data, and it wouldn't show you like everything. I think it was showing us like some amount of raw information, which included destination. So we could see like who was getting something. And then we figured out how to tap it into the network, which he did, not me. And then he could see like, oh, someone's accessing this website, someone's accessing this website, which was the ideal, right? And then the teacher realized what we're doing, and he's like, you want a net nanny? I'm like, no, not a net nanny, net watch. I just want to watch the motherfucker. And but I had came up to him a different time, and I was like, I heard about quantum mechanics, and in my mind, I was like, this is really cool. This is like insane. And why does it even work? It was explained to me. It's like a natural thing, right? Natural. It's just a natural thing. And I was like, well, if it's so natural, why can't it be done binary? And the teacher was like, oh, because like it's photons and it's this thing and all this other stuff. And I spent like a good 10 years just learning stupid stuff, like insanely. I got books on mathematics. I don't really understand the math in the book, but I was able to come up with a mathematics that basically you could give it an AC character of any AC character. That's basically simple text on your computer, right? And I am reading your messages, bro. I will respond to those in a second. So any AC character, and the math just basically translates it to another AC character. But it's like, it's not always the same one that it goes to, but the way which specifically one of the 12 you want. Like just, and that's what a lot of programming is. Figure out how to do one thing, then figure out how to program that thing, make it more programmable. And that's, if you can do that, you can program anything, they say. And it's true to a point. Now, okay, so you're saying creative, yeah, actually, my aunt is an art teacher, and I was tutored my whole life. I picked up a pencil or pen or something naturally as an infant or a toddler or something, and I taught myself how to write, watching my mom write. My mom's left-handed. I write in a way that confuses everybody. Like I write sideways, and it's because I completely taught myself how to write all on my own. I was writing before I was in school, and um, so like there's some amount of natural creativity because I've always been tutored around art, traditionally tutored for over 18 years. And then I also went to art schools and art classes. All throughout school, I took art classes. I used to take summer schools and take various different summer school classes and stuff for art, including stuff like one time I did one. It was gonna be. They said, what is it? Like aerodynamic design or something. Like I was like, oh my gosh, we're gonna learn. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna be like, I couldn't believe this was something I was being put into, a class that I was being put into. And then we were making paper airplanes the whole time. I took that class twice. It was so good. It was so good. And that's fine. I know a ton of people, especially left-handed people, the way you're talking about, they hold the pencil like they're shading picture. There are a ton of left-handed people that hold their pencil like that. It's the person wants to see the line as it's happening. That's my problem. Is I learned watching the line being drawn, not the hand being moved, and and most likely, your son learned the same way. Yeah, paper airplanes, man. Like, I can probably do like 50, 60 different kinds, it seems like. But it really was, paper airplanes is really a great way to show kids very quickly how the air affects everything. Especially when you have like the same paper airplane and they're like, okay, now just put a slit in it over here and then on the same spot on the other side and watch what happens, and then it does something different. And then you're like, all right, now bend one of those ends, and then it spins, and you're like, now bend both those ends, and it nosedives. Now flipping the other one, it just goes up, and it's like, air is causing that? You gotta be kidding me. Then nowadays there's like, what was it? There is such thing as an airspeed calculating controller or something like that. So there is a system that you put into anything that spins, basically, anything that's rotating, revolutionizing, going around. And this thing will be able to, it is basically like a calculator, and you can then program it to do something at certain timings. So it will sit there and begin its calculating, and based on the revolutions or whatever, you can get it set up to where it's able to actually determine 1 second. And now you have a system that can actually like do math because it's spinning. It's fucking crazy. Alright, I gotta think for a second. I am dice. I got a shotgun. I got the dice. So the dice on this game is really cool. So get it, if when you hit an enemy, it rolls an actual number, right? For your luck. And if it hits a 6, your crit damage or your crit chance, one of those things goes up permanently. So it's like perfect. Alright. Yep. So he said, haha, for sure, the second I start talking any scientifically, my kids are checking out. Like, ugh. And you gotta find ways to introduce physics. That's absolutely right. I keep going for blood steel. What do I normally get? I normally get armor, quantity, quality, and then, it's always the most. Let's get luck this time. But yeah, you're right. You gotta find fun ways to put in the physics or the science in general. I don't think I have any kids that like science. I got one that likes to read. I got one that likes to play games. I got one that she's art head and reads. So like none of them like science. I was a huge science. I took extra science in school. school. I love science so much because of like, you know, the paper airplanes like class and stuff like that. And then one time I think I took something. It was I think it was centered as environmental science education or training, or it was like an intro to environmental science or something, and it ended up being all about recycling. And that was a summer school class that, like, never thought it was like when I took it, I was kind of bored the whole time. I paid attention, I learned something, sure, absolutely. I also learned a slight amount of math about how to determine the possible amount of money you might make from recycling. Like, it's probably the most I really took out of that. But as an adult, I use that all the fucking time. We recycle to this day. Love that part about being a yeah. Gotta find the ways to keep them interested, right? Absolutely. And I look at it like it's a challenge thing. I remember when my sister, she was the first one in our family that had kids. She was young. She was a 16-year-old who had kids, and I was helping her. I was going learning it. I was like, that was also during the time frame I was still learning coding, and I took the two in the same thought. Teaching kids is a lot like learning a new language. You know, you kind of got to problem solve your way through it, but at the same time, you got to think ahead. Yeah, they do have their own interests. It's because of that, you know, like I have played games I never would have played before because of one of my daughters. I've actually like I had I got Pokemon when I was a kid, right? And I had two kids already, and neither one of those kids received any of my Pokemon games. They received cards and toys and things. Never did any of them get my Pokemon game. So this daughter of mine, we were more poor than ever, and she liked Pokemon, like she was really young. So she ended up getting my Pokemon Red, which has Mew, as all 151 Pokemon. It was the one I spent years and years to actually complete Pokedex. And going as far as, like, I had a friend go into a tournament who then, at the tournament, they were taught how to capture Mew. And so he showed me, so that way I could have it Mew. And, so, like, I gave it to her, and then I gave her my Mega Memory card, which has the game save as well, a copy of it. And now she's like super. She like collects the actual games. Like she has more of the Pokemon games than I ever had. Absolute bro, super glad you are. Constantly evolving language. Yeah, kids, the constantly evolving language. Absolutely. Especially when they hit like their different stages of life, then the problem-solving situation just changes and complicates and moves. And Sriracha, come on. What is up, Rosso? Glad to see you in. Sriracha, как подвигается? I don't have translator to translate on the fly. Alright, my bad, Rosso. I only know like I guess like words really like touristy type stuff. Absolute. We're gonna change to the ninja. Like dead serious, we're just gonna switch up to ninja. Nah, let's clown it up. let's clown it up. And this happens to be my favorite level. Yeah. Now I like this character. This is like one of my favorite because you increase your evasion per level, and you have a chance of executing on evasion. So getting your evasion really stupidly high with this character is like, it's like a cheat code. You get to a point where you can nearly just execute almost everybody. So then your damage don't matter. Whoop, whoop. Absolutely. And so yeah, when your damage don't matter, you know what I mean? Then it's just a matter of the more strikes you can get in, the faster you can get those strikes in, the more possible executions you can get. And then it just changes the game from power dynamic to how much faster can you hit than they can come on. And like that's what this whole game really is about. It's about learning how can you use that individual character's unique situation. Because they all have something. Like when I was using the shot, the guy that was with the guns, like his crit chance goes up per level. So it's just a matter of learning how to use what they got against the game. Oh, we're gonna trust me. I'm gonna do a handful of rounds with this guy because this one, once I get in the zone, we'll have a match where you're just gonna be like, holy, that is a game. It is gonna be insane. Oh, absolutely roasted. Heck yeah, Overkill. That is such an old one and a good one. Hell yeah. Yeah, this is a similar style. Like, Overkill is what we would call, back in the day, we called that like a twin stick shooter. Now I know, like, back in the day, Overkill is actually older than the twin stick. Damn. Now, I would call that a twin stick shooter, and that is, but it back then, it was adventure shoot 'em up. This technically is that exact thing, right? And then Asteroids is a single stick shoot. They call that a single stick shooter. But if you ever played, I made a game with zombies in it, or like N3 was another famous one, or Beat Hazard was another famous indie one. Those are all twin stick shooters. One stick on your controller moves your character, the other stick moves your attack. Now this game I like because it's basically like automated attack. Now there's some characters on here where you can have the aim, you can actually aim. Like the sniper rifle you can aim. What do we got? Do I want the shotgun? Do I want the shotgun? I want the shotgun. Sorry, I had to think about that. More advanced. Yeah, absolutely. They even have a character here that basically has an executing sight. And it takes that whole like one hit thing to the next level. Oh wait, hold on. Where's my HP? Let's get pickup range. It basically just takes it up to the next level, and it lets you cut through the crowd with the ghosts. So you probably saw earlier had all those ghosts on me because it's overtime. That's taking too long. So it really helps with those. Shotgun on here, super good. Only problem is like I gotta be like pretty much right on you. But when you have like I was trying to get it with the guns guy because he's a technical medium range with the handgun, and the shotgun's close range, and then we had the sniper that's long range. You know, it was like best of all worlds right there. Ooh. Yeah. They were, and I gotta get to a boss battle on here for you, man, just so you can actually see, because like this game they have boss battles for each like little level, which it's decent or whatever. But then they have a stage boss. And those boss battles are actually fucking crazy. It like the game takes away all of your weapons but one, and then is like, all right, now earn your weapons back. It's like holy shit. You gotta take down the boss to certain points in its health, and then you get like a barrier breaking point or whatever. You gotta break barriers and stuff. Then you get one of your weapons back. So then the ideal is if you can kill the boss within like the first 5 seconds, like the stage boss, then you don't lose any of your weapons. So like there's a thing. There's basically like a thought in it. There's I think an achievement out for it now. Where you kill the stage boss within like the first 5 seconds. And it's like, damn, that's hard. But it's worth it. Because then you go directly into it. Absolutely, I agree. It is not one you see every day. I was not expecting it. Guarantee you, I was not expecting it. No, now we drop nuclear waste every time we get touched. Isn't that just pretty? Okay, so I have the 3 things I definitely need. I need evasion. Evasion. Oh, and no, I don't have cooldown. Oh, whichever one I see first, evasion or cooldown. I'm just gonna get whichever one I see first. That's it. Let's go, big map. There's your baby. See if we can go back and grab that. Boom. I heard that drop. Where's it at? Right up there. Okay. Get some crit damage, 100% to the actual weapon. Let's grab this. Now this is what I love. This is something I ignored for the longest time. And then one day I saw someone else use it. I was watching someone play for once online. Watching a different person actually play the game. And I realized, holy slap. Boy, have I been missing out. Seriously, why won't it just let me have both? like with this character, because with the whole evasion thing, it's per unit. You have a chance of like whatever, like the evasion thing, like you have a chance based on movement, right? So unit type movement or whatever. So moving forward, XY movement does one, and then in air movement does another one. And I don't know if it's technically 2 checks or just doubling your chances, but you're more likely to get a lot of evasions jumping around than if you don't jump around. But then people kept on singing just because. Thank you. See if we can actually get us to get this situation. And we didn't take help on that phone. Thank you all. Any SpongeBob fans out there? Because if so, then I mean seriously, Krusty Krab pizza. Right? Crit chance. Let's increase crit chance. Let's see where's my map. It's 300. I think everyone climbed me up there. That's where we're going. So I just executed that B real fast. Just dead. Damn. Yeah. Reflex. Grab that. See if we can get some level. Oh, now enemies explode. Nice. We now have 50% chance that enemies will explode on. I think it's on kill. And if so, they take everything around them takes about 50% extra damage, or 50% of the damage that the thing took from the explosion. Everything else around. I think technically, or the way it's set up. All right. Let's see if we can get some. Yeah. We're gonna scroll down. There's a lot of these because I have an entire album. It's just this Krusty Krab pizza, and this is the song that never ends. Kind of put it to a mix. Oh look, we're almost here already. Hey, free box. Let's just grab that now. Probably not gonna get that again. go back and grab the skull. Or it's a head, right? Alright, Island Man. Let me get some speed. Right? Yeah, like a little clown Deadpool. Heck yeah. He definitely does have that look. So this is a level boss. There's like earlier we had 2 level mini bosses, like we had the other bark guy as mini boss, we had the ham guy as mini boss. Oh, sorry, that was my mic scratching my face and I ran into it. Boom. So saw that reflect? That means he took his own damage. See that shield? Yeah, let's grab that. Grab that. So we beat the boss. So it goes in overtime about 6 seconds later. So we beat the boss too early. Oh well. Crit damage for the sword is now over 100%. Now if I can get the crit chance for the sword over 100%, guaranteed for some extra death. We should be playing some ICP. We should be playing some Great Malenko. The homies would be going really good right here. Gosh darn. Homies, yo homies. But unfortunately, I don't play any licensed music on these ones. So that's why, like, music you're hearing is like just my music. Like the ones with the lyrics, that's not my voice doing the lyrics. That was AI. I wrote the lyrics, but it's that's all the rest. Like the singing shit. Yeah, like a merry-go-round. Let's go to the next level. Alright, so every time you go into a new level, you gotta find the boss portal guy. So go to map, whole new map. Let's go up. Let's get some bird's eye views. Projectiles. Flies. Let's see what this shady motherfucker has. Oh, chocolate. Nice. 1032. We're not too far away from it. And like a little death ball rolling around with a blade hanging out. This one is free, so it doesn't affect the prices of anything going up. Oh, now we do electrical damage if touched. So not only do we just drop a bunch of nuclear waste upon touch, we electrocute upon touch. Or at least have a chance of both. Or either. get that gold thing. Alright, let's go see if we can catch that shady guy again. Holy crap. Look at all this stuff. I'm gonna grab these 3. Oh my. What's my life steal right now? 13%. Let's get spawn increase. So when we get the elite spawn increase, the elites have a chance to drop the box for free, like a free pickup box. Gosh, both of those are good. What's my actual projectile count? 5 damage release. Oh yeah, all I can think of is Dead Body and Doctor something something where he makes his own he makes Shaggy, right? So both of those is what I think about when I get the shock thing. So now, if we're at full health and we gain health, we gain over armor. We gain extra armor. So we gain a little bit of armor over our health. That's what that yellow bar is. And we were already doing something that gains us that. So now we get, you notice we're getting a lot more of that. Because we have a chance of gaining health per hit with this blood magic and the lifesteal. And he's about to get up. Boom. Alright, so that's a mini box. And he definitely did feel a shock too. Thorns. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. That thingy I was trying to get just fell. I'm gonna go grab that. It won't let me get it. There we go. Now we got it. So, let's see. Yep, let's get that. $15, sure. Alright, go. Move. Yeah, let me get that box. It is. And there's a whole nother level after this. And then there's a boss stage with an remember that thing I said it was taking too long? It's an overdrive? There's an overdrive on the boss stage too. Infinite. Never, like, as long as I can survive, overdrive. That's what I want to get to. That's where the fun is. That's where the fun really happens. As I get a kick out of being able to say that. Yep. Let me check on that. I think I'm going backwards again. No, I'm going the correct way. I just rolled myself into a wall. I rolled myself into a wall. Let's make the game a little bit more difficult. F it. Let's grab that shield. F it. Let's go bouncing around like a bouncy ball. Come on. Made the game more difficult again. What that does when the game has a difficulty, that controls the number of enemies that attack us at any point in time. So we're just basically saying, hey, give me more enemies on the screen. Give me more enemies on the screen. Alright, I see a bridge. We're going to use it. there's a trap. Yeah, absolutely, bro. So Broseph said, this looks very fun. I'm getting all like, ooh, this is like that, and then blast, blast, and absolutely. I saw someone else play the game, and I was just like, I gotta buy this game. I gotta get that. Damn, this game looks fun as fuck. And you having a bad day or something? This game will turn you around. It will make you mad first, but then return. So, we got these little gym tonic things, so if I stop and just not move, we increase damage. Per second, I don't move. For up to so many seconds, and we got 2 of them, we stack that twice. That's nice. I don't want to activate that boss, which is how I unlocked the bush character early, like you guys got to see earlier. That's how I unlocked that character. By fighting and winning against him. A couple of things we've got like we're gonna start jumping around. Gosh darn. Yeah, higher crit chance, higher crit chance, higher crit chance. Now basically you get shotgun at critting every hit or whatever, and you just do insane. It just does insane amounts of damage. Like you'll just see sections of enemies just disappear, just vanish. Okay, so I'm getting knocked around. We're not dying. Boy, am I getting knocked around, which means we're not killing. So that is a sign that we need more damage. Okay. Need damage. I'm just gonna cook up some more extra damage. There we go, 10% more damage. It just like that. It does. It, bro. I'm starting to sweat, to be honest with you. Like, and not only that, I don't even know for sure if we have found the boss portal. Yes, okay. We have found the boss portal, but we need, it's already about the time where I need to start heading back towards the boss. See how long it's taking me to defeat this mini boss? That's a bad sign. We're way under level. Where are we at? Level 50 is all we're at. Okay, so we're probably about 20 levels under what we need to be. So we're gonna have to go activate this boss early, and it's gonna take a minute. That's fine. That's fine. We can do this. I don't think I have. Nope, I don't have to drone everyone. Although another one of those would have been really nice. Okay. Do more damage. Yes, more damage. So now the thing that gives us a chance of stealing health and increasing our health at the same time now does more damage. Okay, so we're gonna slow down time a little bit. We're gonna see if we can pick up some pots. I just missed that one. Go back for it. There's one over here, and there's one. Let's go. Oh, there it is. What's this? Oh man, you got something good? Not really. Right. Thanks for the boost. And let's go grab that shield. And let's go do a drop. Like we literally just gave a drop on this boss. Alright. Crit chance. This chunk cam is about to die. Boom. Chunk cam just turned into a box. I knew he was a mimic the whole time, man. It is. It is. Whew. Old move guy. Alright. Health. Nice. We actually got health randomly. Alright, let me get this guy, because we're in overtime. We're in overtime. Up, 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 up. Let me get that nuke. Yeah. Okay. Let me get the evade. Because every time I do the death strike thing on the boss, it takes out like 3 or more times damage than I do. So you really get to kill it pretty quickly. Yes, I was dancing on top of the boss in order to kill him. Did that, yeah. Let's run. Run. Okay, run into the portal and let them get behind. Oh wait, I need to stop moving. I forgot the tonic thing. Armor. I'm not moving, they're like pushing me around. So now we do extra damage. Okay. Level 3. Sometimes you just gotta give the boss a little bit of tippity tip tap tap on the forehead. Remind them who you are. You just gotta be like, bro, I'm right here. Don't be hating. Get the in your head. Now. Love that part of the song. Damage. Thunder Mitt. Let's make it more difficult. And I forget that also does increase the health of bosses. I forget it does that too. Maybe I should stop making it so difficult. Ooh, let's get 6 point. Okay. Is it really legendary to just get the extra 26% in size plus 2 projectile on that weapon? Yes. It's extra 2 projectile. Okay, so there's the boss portal. So this is the only one where we don't get the boss here. We have to go to the boss stage to get the boss. So there's some benefit there. You notice it's taking me a long time to defeat this mini boss. We're gonna have 2 mini bosses that we have to get through before we can even attempt to transfer over. So trying to see how many. Okay, I got. Okay. Everybody cross their fingers. We're just gonna go for raw damage. He is right. You guys see him coming at me? He started stepping. He's like, I'm done. Done with you, fool. God damn, he just kind of started chasing after me. It's like, holy slap. He out of nowhere, he got some kahunas. Just out of nowhere. Oh yeah, slurp. Get that health with that hit and that kick. They're not even letting me get to the thing over there. It's like actively preventing me from being able to go. Give me more damage. More damage. More damage. We're about to have 10 of these. 10 of these 10%ers. That's 100% more damage. That's 100% more damage. We are double damage mode. Still not enough. Still not enough. Full all of them get an extra. Go 222. It's a lucky number, isn't it? I want that luck so bad. Where's my luck at? 41. Give me knockback. If we can get knockback high enough, we can get to a point where, because of my sword and stuff, they just won't be able to really hit you that much. Because they just get knocked back. But we need like, I think like 50% knockback for that. And so there is one character. I guess if we get time with player, she does this like frost ring thing. And if you get knocked back with her high enough, you get to a point where enemies just cannot get to you because your little aura ring will keep you away. That because they would just do knockback, and it would just do enough knockback that basically make enemies stand still. Good thing I got that extra jump because I just slingshotted back over here. I forgot I even had the extra jump. I just always try when I get shot around, and it worked. All right. We're gonna get this. See if we can get some level. Woo! These guys are on me today. All projectiles go up. Damage. Do I have Thorn? I do have some Thorn. Okay. XP. I heard a box open. Give me more XP. Where's that box? Right in front. I'm trying to get the box. Alright, chance. Food. Oh, I see a salesman. See what he's got. Let's go see what he's got. See what the salesman got. Shady little salesman got something for me. I want to see. Come on, no, still. Let's go. Yep, thank you for the boost. Increase crit chance. Yes. Yes. Ooh, armor. Knockback. How we doing? So, damage. Alright. Sorry, forgot that every box costs like $2 grand, right? And I'm only off by a couple hundred. Pick up range. Let's just sit here for a second. Oh! Oh, come on. P. Max HP. Give me that shield. Holy slaps. Let's grab these elites. Holy slaps. Chance of crit is at 60% on the base sword, plus my 40% chance. So we should be at a technical 100% chance of doing crit with the sword. Okay, increased damage per kill. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I got double jump. Stupid. Get up. Where's the thing? Right there. Oh, souls. Thank you for Bob. He's not as good as the slutty rockets, but I love Bob. He's like my bro. Basically, every 14 units we move, regardless of how we move in any direction, any way, a Bob will release from the bottom of our feet. The soul will pop out and scream and go kill somebody. Including bosses. I cannot get my ass up. Ooh, can we get that? Yeah, why not? So I've only been getting the 34 off right now. The 2. Oh, come on, almost at it. There we go. That's a real good move right there. Max HP. Power up drop chance for stuff like that. Right there, stuff like that. We're about to go to overdrive. Let's see, one more. Health regains at 100%. Get damage. Well, it's not 100%, just 100. Wow, I'm killing those things falling in the air. They're in the air, dying. Holy crap, that's cool. Damage. I saw something over here and thought, yeah, let me go grab that now. Alright. So we are now heading towards the boss portal. It is. It's really cool. A lot of this stuff about this game is really neat. Like even when you play and you sit down, you actually read all the little things about like what it says. Like the slurp gloves. You know, slurp gloves cast blood magic upon hitting an enemy, damaging nearby enemies, and healing you. But it's slurp. You're slurping out their health, right? Really cool. Like the guy's got all these like there's one where it's like you slap the cheek so hard it causes like a lightning bolt or something. It's like it's fun. Yes, more damage. I mean, we're not quite where we want to be. We're really close to where we want to be. You know, it's like I'm just walking around. Yes, more damage per hit kill. Crit damage is now running with that weapon. But like normally right now we'd be getting pushed around, we'd be thrown all over the place. And I'm still just mostly walking where I want to walk. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I say that and then I start getting pushed around almost immediately. Of course. 42? Heck yeah. Okay, now it's not letting me up there. It's not letting me up there. Come on, where's my thing? What the heck? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Like, every time I get near one edge of the thing, they push me back, and then I try to jump up to go over, and they just push me back. I'm like, crap. See what I mean? Like, okay. We might be able to use this to our advantage in a second if we don't get shot all over the place. Come on. Nope, nope, wrong way, wrong way. We might be screwed up on this one. I might have took too long. So we're over critting, most likely. The chance of one. Now we're just getting thrown all over the place, right? I might not be able to make it to the boss stage. Extra damage. Let's try to see if there's another way up. I mean, we might be able to get these guys to just push me up a wall from up. But sometimes more difficult than sometimes. So yeah, like, oh. Yeah, okay. Ooh, we really about to be screwed. We're about to get shot off out of the map. I ain't letting the game just tell me no, though. You notice? No, I really want to go to the boss stage. Because we're at like level 99. Oh, oh! Yes, 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 yes. There for about a split second, I gained some control again and thought I was about to do something. Like, I thought we were about to get shot over in the right direction and all that. Can I get that box? No, it moved me away out of the box. Okay, thank you. Right? Yeah. And when they're coming at you, the way you get to move you in what direction you're trying to go is you're supposed to put it to your backside, which is really hard. So now I'm using, basically I'm running backwards. Did I just find, it worked. It actually, okay. All right. We're doing it. It really is pure chaos, man. It's fun though, right? Like, I was having a blast while that was going on. Alright, we're losing our weapons. We're losing our weapons. Alright, he's already in the he's already a quarter health down. We went a quarter health in the first few seconds. I was hoping to use this blast me up there, but it shallow or something. Whoa, 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 whoa. And yeah, just shallow kicked me on that one. Alright, we gotta go to another one. He is just really killing me here. Oh man. Oh man, no. 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 I took way too much damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Damn. All that work. All that work. And we're only in the top 22%. Oh, man. That's close, right? So, we were doing 19,000 damage per second with that katana. Shotgun was at 8,000. Like I said, it's insane. Now, keep in mind, shotgun's base damage was nowhere near as high as the sniper rifle's base damage. And the sniper rifle was not doing nearly as much damage. So that's like, I'm always fighting myself. Do I want the shotgun or do I want the sniper rifle? Sniper rifle shoots really far. I can get really far away from enemies and be fine. But that shotgun blast is just so much better once you get it in the full crit setup. Like, technically, the katana, I think, was at like 90-something% crit. And then shotgun's at 100. So when you're at over 100%, you get an over crit. So you can, your crits can even get bigger. So normally your crit max is 2, and then you have a way to increase that on its own. And then over critting, it just automatically goes up to like 3 or whatever. So, alright. Well, thank you everybody for showing in. We had some fun. We ran some runs. I do want to show you guys like the stuff, like how's the hats common, because these are the tough ones. These are really tough. But we got some of them going. We got some of them done. That's insane, right? They're the ones I don't have done. So I've still got a lot left to go. Still got to get punched by Kevin a shitload more times. Thank you, Brosa, for showing up. It is a good combo. It really is. Like that shotgun and the katana are an insane combo to have. I think what we need to do next time was the shotgun, the blood, and then get like the hero sword or the lightning magic thing, because those do different damage different ways. Alright, bro, so but I gotta go. Thank you everybody for showing up. I really do appreciate you for showing in and hanging out with me, Tower Ninja. Hope you maybe get some sleep after this. I know it's what you were originally trying to get.